Welcome to the Raffinerie Tirlemontoise. The Raffinerie Tirlemontoise saw the light of day in 1836 and has been producing sugar products for the industrial as well as the retail market since this time. In the supermarkets, you can mainly find our products under the brands Tiense Suiker and Candico. During the entire production process from beet to sugar, nothing is lost. All residual products get a second life, generally in agriculture. Working at the Tienen branch is always under 4 core values. Striving for excellence. We stimulate everyone to do their best. Taking initiative. We motivate our employees to continuously seek and grab new opportunities. The courage to change. We dare to question ourselves to continuously improve ourselves. Respect and trust. We want each employee to feel at home in respectful surroundings. This film introduces the Tienen branch and familiarizes you with the regulations and procedures on safety, quality and environment. Be attentive. Respecting these regulations is a top priority for us. The Tienen branch has various entrances, each with their own car park, one at the T Centre in Vinkenbosvest and the other in front of the headquarters building in Andorenstraat. Before entering the Tienen building, you always have to register. This way, we always know who is present in the company. When registering, the porter or receptionist takes down your details and gives you the necessary instructions. Without explicit consent, you cannot access the site. A visibly worn badge is always required. Vehicles do not have access to the site. This requires specific permission and a parking card. Put this in a visible place in your vehicle. Respect traffic regulations and follow the traffic signs attentively. There is a general smoking ban at the Tienen branch. Smoking is only allowed in the provided smoking areas. Drugs and alcohol are strictly prohibited. In the event of an accident, emergency or a fire, inform your contact or call 555 from the nearest phone. Your contact will inform the prevention department of any accident or near accident. Every incident is registered by the department manager and examined with the prevention advisor so this type of accident can be avoided in the future. Every kind of damage that you cause to the Tienen branch has to be reported immediately. This includes situations in which a strange object should end up in an installation. When hearing the evacuation signal, you have to stop your activities, leave your workstation in a safe condition, and calmly go to the nearest evacuation area. Report here to the evacuation manager for the necessary instructions. The Tienen branch has internal industry helpers. They always provide first aid. There are also 2 defibrillators at the site, one outside by the medical department and one at the reception of the headquarters building. Our main objective regarding safety is aiming for nil accidents. It's important to adopt a responsible attitude towards yourself and others. There are always risks in an industrial environment. This is why you should always wear adapted personal protective equipment where mentioned. These include a fluorescent jacket, ear protectors, safety goggles, safety helmet, gloves, dust mask and safety shoes. Always keep our branch tidy and clean. Keep passageways free. Keep installations and machines tidy, and keep your workplace cleared up. With this, you contribute to a safe working environment. A site opening is completed before the startup of new activities with external firms. This is done by a manager of the Tienen branch, together with the involved executors, in order to estimate the risks and take the appropriate measures. Before work can be done to an operational installation, permission must always be granted. After execution, this will be submitted for approval where safety and quality aspects are guaranteed. A work permit is required for specific work orders. This should be clearly affixed in the workplace. We will now discuss the various areas of application. For all activities with a fire hazard, preventative measures need to be taken, such as the presence of a nearby fire extinguisher or covering the surrounding zone with a fire blanket. The executor provides these means himself. Always position your ladder on a stable and solid ground and protect it from sliding away. A scaffold or steeplejack is recommended when working at a height higher than 2 meters. The material used needs to be in conformity and approved. When executing work from a steeplejack, you are obliged to wear a safety harness and click shut. Never use a forklift truck for working at a height. For carrying out work to machines and installations, you need to apply the lockout, tagout procedure to prevent a machine from starting or moving during the work. Only authorized people may install, alter, and maintain electrical installations. The authorized people must be able to submit appropriate certificates. Working in enclosed spaces involves various dangers, such as a lack of oxygen, a fire and explosion risk, or loss of consciousness. Never do this alone and provide a manhole guard. Always leave the manhole open during the intervention. Only use the hoisting devices of the Tienen branch if you have written permission. Only people with an appropriate permit can use a forklift truck, rotating bridge, and steeplejack. Before using a vehicle, check whether the safety equipment suffices and report any irregularity or defect. Always wear your seatbelt and stick to the traffic regulations. All hoisting equipment must be in good condition and inspected. Always provide a marked out zone and adapted traffic signs. There may never be people under a load. Respect the maximum hoisting load. Areas with an explosion hazard, including zones with sugar substances or gas, are demarcated and indicated with the 8X pictogram. The following is prohibited in these zones: welding, cutting, or generating sparks. This is only possible with explicit written permission and suitable measures. Finally, the Tirlemont branch has a few specific risks. These have been indicated on the spot. Never hold out your hand in an operating machine. There is a chance of getting burned by hot liquids and steam. Watch out for slippery floors and always hold on to a banister on the stairs. Be careful with sharp objects, they can cause cuts. Respect safety regulations when working with chemicals. Follow the guidelines during the use and transport of gas cylinders. Watch out for automatically starting installations. There is a chance of CO poisoning in the area of the lime kiln. Safety is everyone's responsibility, no matter what your job or position is. Hygiene regulations apply to the Tiense branch to guarantee the food safety of all our products. We aim for maximum customer satisfaction through permanent care of quality and service. In order to achieve this, personal hygiene is of course very important. There are two specific zones, the blue and the white zone. The blue zone stands for the sugar zones, where no direct contact with sugar is possible, namely the turbines, the granulated sugar, the packaging, the sugar warehouse and the filling stations. The hygiene regulations of each department are mentioned at the entrance of the department in question. Jewelry such as watches, bracelets, necklaces, piercings and earrings may not be worn in the production area. Do not put anything in the pockets of your jacket. Make sure your hands are clean. Wash your hands after every action, where they can be soiled or contaminated, such as after going to the toilet or after eating. Fingernails must be kept short. Wear a hairnet that covers your hair and ears. Make sure that work clothing and personal protective equipment are always clean and in good condition. Also have your work clothing washed regularly. Have an injury seen to immediately with a blue metal detectable plaster. If you are ill, report this to your supervisor. Medication is not allowed to be taken into the production area. Also use a disposable glove in case of a hand injury and direct contact with the sugar. Use a strap for glasses if you wear them. Keep all doors and gates shut. Glass is prohibited. Eating and drinking is prohibited in the blue zone. Foreign objects such as wooden tools, hard plastics or brushes with coconut bristle fibre or metal are not allowed in this zone. Dry sugar is situated in the white zone. Direct contact with sugar is possible, namely the silos, silo ABR and the horizontal silo. Access to this zone is strictly limited. Reinforced regulations apply here in addition to the regulations in the blue zone. Wear shoe covers and wear white work clothing without pockets above the waist. The Tiense branch wants the best possible quality products with as little environmental impact as possible. One of the basic rules is recycling waste. We distinguish paper and cardboard, metal, wood, stainless steel, rubbish, glass, PMD and hazardous waste. Dumping personal waste in the factory containers is strictly prohibited. We also use a number of chemical products at the Tiense branch. We respect all environmental regulations when storing these products. If an environmental incident occurs, please react as quickly as possible. Stop your activities in a safe way and immediately inform the respective person responsible.